Jake here for American Trucks, and in this video we're taking a look at the Rancho RS 5000X rear shock for stock height 2007 to 2018 Silverado 1500s. If you're looking for improved ride and handling on your stock height Silverado, Rancho's RS 5000X rear shock is a great way to get the dynamic improvement you're after without having to spend a fortune to get there. Now, Rancho has been a big name in the off-road industry for a long time, and they've even ended up being the choice of the OEM setup on some of the Z71 packaged GM trucks throughout the years. Now, this shock here that we have is designed to work with a stock ride height, so it's not going to work with trucks that are lifted. But this is designed to improve ride and handling on your truck with Rancho's cross-tune technology. So what this is an exclusive rebound valving system and advanced compression phase inside here to help smooth out rough terrain or just maybe some giant potholes. Now, this shock is tuned specifically for this truck, meaning that you're going to get plenty of control and better handling than what you get stock, and this is going to work specifically with your truck. It's not something else that's adapted from another application. This is just for these. Now, especially if your shocks are feeling a little bit tired, this is going to be a vast improvement in ride and handling. Now, this is a traditional twin tube design, so this is going to have a bit more give to it than a monotube setup does. So you'll get that control without compromising ride quality as well. And that's also thanks to the compression control valve inside. Now, that is going to help regulate fluid transfer and absorb impacts while maintaining good motion control. And the nitrogen gas charging helps minimize the mixing of air and oil to stave off fade and cavitation, meaning again that you're going to get a smooth ride and consistent performance no matter the conditions. Now, the body of the shock is a 55mm diameter surrounding a 16mm nitro carburized piston rod and a 35mm sintered iron piston, all in the name of strength, structural integrity, and corrosion resistance. The ends feature double welded loops with brand new bushings included. Now, inside here, there's also a polyurethane rebound bumper and rubber bushings to help absorb harshness and vibrations and give you that smooth ride. So even if these do happen to compress all the way on a bump, it's not going to be super harsh, and it shouldn't affect the actual performance of the shock itself, which is a nice thing to see. Pricing for this one runs about $80, and that makes it an affordable choice within the segment, and also allows you to get some additional performance without having to spend a ton of money. By this point, you've probably noticed that I've only got one shock here on the table with me because these are sold separately, so you are going to need two for the rear end of your truck. But even with that being said, buying two of them at this price is going to be a good value for what you're getting. Now, we also do have a matching set for the front end, so if you want to get a fully matched setup all the way around on your truck, you can grab those as well. Installation is going to get a 1 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and it should take you about 1 hour per shock to complete the job. Now, obviously, if you are doing the pair, this is going to take you a bit longer, but this is a bolt-on job, no modifications required to your truck. In fact, the thing that's probably going to take you the longest is getting this gator on there. With that though, let's hand things over to one of our AT customers who's going to walk you through that install process now.
Tools needed to complete this job: an impact or a ratchet, a 21mm socket. You may or may not need a wobble adapter depending on what kind of access you have on the top bolt, 21mm open-end box wrench, a pair of side cutters. For the zip ties, I highly recommend gloves and safety glasses, torque wrench for the final torquing of the bolts, and a set of screwdrivers for installation of the boot. Today I will be replacing the rear shocks on my 2018 Chevy Silverado 1500. The way I get the boot over the top is with a pair of screwdrivers. Doesn't matter, flathead, Phillips. Get it lined up in the hole, the bolt hole. Get the other one in. You do have to be a little careful, obviously. You don't want to puncture the boot. Force them down. And then you can just push either side over. Like so. Now there is a zip tie that goes around the bottom, and I'm going to put that in after I install it.
We will first remove the bottom bolt of the rear shock. Next, we will remove the top bolt. Now that the shock is removed, we will put the new shock in its place. First, attach the upper bolt. We'll get that started. Next, we will attach the bottom bolt and also cut the tie holding it. Next, I will torque the bolt to the manufacturer's specifications. You should always check that per your vehicle's guidelines. For this model, it's 85 foot-pounds. All right. Now we will torque the upper bolt 85 foot-pounds. Double check that. Yep. Lastly, we need to install the zip tie on the bottom of the boot. Put this towards the very bottom. Cut off the excess.
That's going to do it for our review and install of the Rancho RS5000X rear shock for stock height 2007 to 2018 Silverado 1500s. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, for all things Silverado, be sure to keep it right here at AmericanTrucks.com.